A lot of us are on the same journey to find out who came before us, and in the process, maybe, learn a little more about ourselves. It is a labor of love.
I have always loved history and research.
Nicole Elzanga is one of the thousands of amateur detectives in our area researching her family tree. She is the collections manager at the Laura Ingalls Wilder Museum in Walnut Grove, Minnesota. Every year, thousands come through the doors to learn more about their pioneer ancestors, seeking information that, in a lot of cases, has been lost to history.
They are finding out that their grandparents have died and they do not have any of that information.
For years, trying to get that information meant long drives to courthouses and cemeteries, going through old birth, marriage, and death certificates by hand. Well, not anymore.
It's like a drug or a disease. You can get to working on it, and especially when you find information and it's like, okay, I want to find more.
This is Rodney Anderson, and from his Post-it note covered desk at his home near Akron, Iowa, he works the internet like a master, finding old documents online that help him find his ancestors.
Probably what yields you the most information or to fill in blanks of a family, unfortunately, is a person's obituary.
Anderson's mom had a shoebox of obits lying around, so he started putting them online to help others who might be researching their families and run into his along the way. Anderson is now so successful, people consult him on how to research their family trees. In a nutshell, Anderson says, use Legacy Family Tree to build your family tree. It's an online program, and the basic program is free. To research your family name and to find your ancestors, use rootsweb.com and familysearch.org. Again, both are free. Anderson says he's been surprised by some of what he has learned about his family.
One part of the family was connected with the KKK, but in this part of the country, it wasn't directed necessarily towards, racism. It was more against, religion.
Nicole Elzanga at the Laura Ingalls Wilder Museum in Walnut Grove says some who visit hope to find a connection with the famed author.
If you find out that your great-great-grandfather had Ingalls as their name and you're already in love with Laura because you heard those books in second grade, I think you probably jump on a chance to see if you're really related to that Laura.
I count myself lucky because I am related to that Laura. For more than a year now, I have been researching my family tree as a long-term gift to my sons, Austin and Cameron. Laura Ingalls Wilder and I share a common ancestor named Richard Warren. He's one of Laura's great-grandfathers. He's one of my great-uncles, making Laura and I distant cousins.
You are lucky in the sense that you have that direct connection.
Ann Lesh oversees the Ingalls homestead in DeSmet, where Laura lived with her parents and sisters in the 1880s. She lived here amid the corn stalks and the waving prairie grass. I had never been here before, and when I visited, it felt important to me. I asked Ann Lesh, how should I feel about having this connection to a Midwest literary legend?
And I think that you have a special gift now that you can share with them.
Them being Austin and Cameron. Teaching the boys about history will now not be such an abstract assignment because I can bring them here and tell them that Laura lived this life and that Laura wrote about it and that they can read about it with a little more personal interest.
You can hand them these books and say, here, you can experience it.